Double Lift and Busio found off of the gank on the Stixay.
Yeah.
His summoner spells are just coming up now, so the window that 100 Thieves wanted to punish, it's pretty much evaporated, and Golden Guardians, they can take this dragon with confidence because they know there's no Cyclone, but they're getting pincer in. River is forced to flash over the wall. Gory's here. He has perfect execution. Who does he want to go for? They target onto Bjergsen, but Double gets popped in the fray, and Golden Guardians just take 100 Thieves one after another.
That was a clean one from Golden Guardians. I can understand why 100 Thieves wanted to take that defense, but they could not deal with River and Stixay wrapping around them. That was beautiful. 2-0 and 2. Now Stixay is huge after that.
I mean, that was beautiful from Golden Guardians, but from 100 Thieves, it seems so bizarre. You know you don't have Cyclone going into that fight.
Yeah.
I'm at a loss for words.
They thought they can get a clean pick on towards River, but River being able to back away completely. Stixay pushing Double Lift out from the fight there. So even though that's actually the worst Lantern you could take. It made sense, but they're still gaining them.
Yeah, I do think though they still have a lot of ground to recover to, close this gold lead.
Yes.
Lucian. Oh, Stixay on Lucian and Huhi here. Trying to see if they face check. Huhi is the one that's going to have to bite the dust here, but the re-engage from River, Cyclone on 3, and they're burning down the backline, and Stixay gets to open them up. Double for River, 3 kills for Golden Guardians.
A disaster for 100 Thieves. Golden Guardians got hit one time bot lane, not going to happen again. River found the angle, knew that he needs to cover for Stixay, and Huhi was there just in time.
I mean, they're saying, guys, can we remake? Like, this is brutal, because they were setting up a pick play, right? They really need to
pick up
get
this wave. Actually, we don't know where Tenacity is.
Man, he's just chilling in there.
Yeah.
He set up a tent, a new home, got a mortgage out and everything.
Dude, Closer is committed to this play. He is waiting.
Something happens. Oh, target found. Charging Q. Just kidding.
I mean, the payoff, if this works out, is massive.
I wonder what the confusion's going to look like for River, where he's like, where the hell has Closer been?
They're pinging. Look on the bottom side of the map. River is invading the bot side of the map, and they're checking.
Like, these camps are still up?
What is this man doing? He's starving himself? For what?
Okay, now they see him on their ward.
Dude, Closer already knows, like, hold up.
Yeah.
Licorice just disappeared from bot side of the map. These wolves are not mine to take.
Game fight.
Tidal Wave cuts off the backline, and multi-man Cyclone from River will find Closer. The smackdown from the hero entrance of Gory, and what a heroic entrance it has been. A double kill for himself. Double Lift is cut off, skates over the wall. Licorice throws the undertow, looks for the blast cone, but damn, Gory hits him in the back of the head with a giant punch. That's a triple for Gory, and it's Baron for Golden Guardians.
Yeah, that's your first team All-Pro mid laner in Gory. That ultimate just blowing him up, and then also just flash taunting to get the next 2. He played that fight out perfectly. He's getting pelted a little bit, annoying. A mosquito just hitting him again and again.
Huhi flashes to the walls like, I got you, buddy. You're not going down on me, King.
Everyone must be saved. No man left behind. Huge fight. Baron taken. Golden Guardians put a stamp onto this game.
We get a chance to look at the back of this replay. Watch again, River as he baits out Vi and then goes out, push back. Double Lift is revved up. Closer doesn't have cease and desist anymore, but they pushed him off. This is still Hextech Soul point for Golden Guardians, and they will want to be able to push for this. River, no Cyclone available, goes in, baits it out, and Ragnarok is now popped. The Closer is left all alone. They have double bombs just waiting for his revival, but Licorice now into the backline. This is what happens when you give him the resources. Licorice can be the key to help you clutch out a fight, as Golden Guardians now eliminate all 5 off the table, and they'll push into the base.
They thought they didn't have enough. They blew right past them, didn't even need the Galio there. This was Golden Guardians just steamrolling 100 Thieves to put this into a game 5.
We're gonna get it, Raz. We're gonna get the Silver Scrapes. The fans were asking for it. It's 11,000 gold lead. Tenacity is the last one defending this base. Busio's coming up in a few seconds, but this one is all but not for Golden Guardians. Ladies and gentlemen, the LCS studio, we are going to game 5 for Golden Guardians and 100 Thieves.
That last game, expelled that. It's not in their memory bank, it's gone. This one, they came back, were prepared. A lot of the plays that Golden Guardians made this game worked, even though that first gank bot lane, obviously, okay, closer caught us, that's fine.
Went later as we get ready for Game 5, but before then, we want to let you all know, Viva la LCS! En Español is the official Spanish language stream of the LCS. This new viewing experience is live on LLA, that is La Liga Latino America, Twitch and YouTube channels right now. Scan the QR code or go to lolesports.com to learn more. Shout out to all my amigos que hablan español. Si quieren tener un directo en tu idioma preferentemente, anda allá a la Liga Latina America. So, but for us, we're going to go over to the LCS Lounge to break down that fourth game and get ready for game number 5.
Thank you very much, Rafa. Welcome back to the LCS Lounge. We're going to Game 5. We're queuing up Silver Scrapes. Before we get there, though, we got to talk about how we got there, because that was a very different draft, I feel like, for Golden Guardians. Licorice actually being one of the main focal points for the team.
It was close until it wasn't. Like, I felt like with the Zillion versus the Galio.
Once they got into it.
I mean, I'd say more importantly, though, we're getting a Game 5 against Golden Guardians 100 Thieves, right?
Pog.
Like, it's just big Pog.
Big
Pog. That's the story.
Can't confirm. LCS Lounge, breaking news, very big Pog, Game 5. Here we go. Toss the Silver Scrapes.
We got mine. Gragas. I'm coming by. Jerry. Very fast.
Flash, Jerry.
I got there.
Look, Jerry.
Yeah.
No flash.
Has he? I can go. Third.
And Ragnarok is now popped. Closer is left all alone. They have double bombs just waiting for his revival, but Licorice down to the back line. This is what happens when you give him the resources. Licorice can be the key to help you clutch out a fight. Guardians.
Instant sepia.
Not like this. Not like this.
I was getting too excited, man. What the hell? We'll figure this one out. Any updates we'll give to you guys, but man, I am just ready to go in.
So much has been built up. We've now seen the adaptation from Golden Guardians that they're willing to give resources over to Licorice to be winning his lane, to carry through the mid game, and even a viable and strong backup carry in the late game. Something that we haven't really seen being given trust over to Licorice for most of the regular split.
Yeah, because he's been having a
Forced
bit
to
of a
use
roller
the Ghost. Closer gonna go in with the decoy, gets another Nimbus Strike in, but not enough damage to take down Licorice.
Yeah, no way for Tenacity to help. Oh,
Oh,
God.
Double Lift is shrunk out, but they pull in Julio to tower. Double Lift gets first blood in this Game 5.
He missed a little bit of the context of how Double Lift got this low. For Busio to get that pick right under turret, too. Ooh, he's got to be shaking his head on that one.
And it's just so tense in this bot lane. Both of these 2v2s going back and forth. Stixxay knows that he has a little bit of health advantage to get this wave pushed in as much as he can. Dodging out on the hook. But Double Lift and Busio, the fact that they get to walk away with a kill and first blood both to the side saves this lane. Briefly before Stixxay finds the last auto attack, but the fact that 100 Thieves traded 1-for-1 on Nagori is miraculous for 100 Thieves.
Yeah, it was a 1-for-1, but just barely. Double Lift almost got out of that one. Another hook.
Another hook, but is that the hook they want to take? Bjergsen can just flash backwards, and Closer capitalizes! 100 Thieves on the board!
That was inadvisable. There are good hooks and there are bad ones. That one was a rough one, and so what turned out to just be straight 1-for-1, disastrous for Golden Guardians. Let's take a look at that one more time, because I can see Cassante angling just so they can take the fight. That's 4 people from Golden Guardians side, with Stixxay coming in from the rear. And so, yeah, lines them up. Double also getting knocked up halfway through the lantern, and so it looks great, but man, Cassante dies early, so it was hard to get that pick, so it just turns into a 1-for-1. And if Golden Guardians back away from this entirely, then they can just lick their wounds. It's
What
fine.
Golden Guardians are waiting for at the moment. All their looks in the early game have not really necessarily worked out. Maybe there's something here on the Closer. Gory's onto the back line. River looks for it, but he gets pulled too far back. backwards. Now Gory's in the backline as well. Closer gets traded. Gory's surviving. Tenacity arrives though with the unstoppable onslaught, and he pays it back forward for the team as they find 3 kills.
One thing GG did not expect, it was Tenacity making a visit from the top side of the map. Well done for him, and he's able to net now a 2.5k gold lead for 100 Thieves. A small price to pay, and Bjergsen's actually going to try for Licorice a little bit, but still here is intent to pick up the wave.
Ghost is popped at the most for Licorice, gets out alive. First move into the Baron Pit. Thankfully for Golden Guardians, they got vision thanks to the crab. The 100 Thieves can't necessarily start it up with just by sneaking it, but at this rate, it's just been a handshake. Licorice has been picking away at this tower, but now there's a pick opportunity on the bottom side of the map. Raz pointed it out to Leah, ulti from Bjergsen, but Licorice just skips over the wall. Tenacity's not able to find the ulti in time.
Yeah. It's one of those things you kind of have to be aware of, and good enough from Licorice. He was playing on the edge, trying to get the pick on towards the turret, and Bjergsen was just there. So overall, at least he didn't die, because that would have been a Baron fight that you are just not ready for if you're Golden Guardians. But look at all the vision right now.
It is secured by Doublelift. Infernal Soul has been claimed by 100 Thieves, but Licorice finds the tank, and they find Busio. Doublelift is also taken off the field. Golden Guardians will clean up a majority of the 100 Thieves.
They just drive straight on to Doublelift and Busio, so even though Soul is picked up by 100 Thieves, it's not enough. Death timers are long, 30 seconds on both Doublelift and Tenacity. Let's see how much Golden Guardians can get down. But that was a crucial moment in this series.
The payoff for Licorice investment. Split pushing on this Gwen the entire game. He has been up an item on Tenacity for a majority of this game. He comes in, he pays dividends. A lot of the early gambles and flips that they took did not work out well, but who he gets caught out as 100 Thieves don't get a chance to defend the tower from falling, but they got 1 kill while Licorice is making work in the base.
Yeah, he's already on the inhib.
6-8!
Oh my god!
6-8 trades one, he flashes back, he's still alive! Closer tries to look for the punish, but Closers get taken out! Golden Guardians now on the front, Doublelift is gone, Bjergsen is the only damage carry left alive! It's just Tenacity and Busio, no way, Golden Guardians! Have they done it? Stixay has been taken out as well, but Licorice and Gory are still alive! They can push to the mid lane! This just might be it! Golden Guardians! Can they close out this game?
They've done it! That was a huge gambit! Seeing Stixay just go straight forward and also Licorice coming in with a flank, that was a big play. Doublelift's coming up in 15 seconds. They're just gonna go for it.
Couple more auto attacks on the turrets. Doublelift is coming up in 8 seconds. Busio 9, 8 seconds. This might be it. Golden Guardians don't let history repeat itself. They overcome themselves. They let everything come their way as Golden Guardians upset 100 Thieves and advance to the playoffs.
Look at the elation of the players. For a lot of them, a long time coming for success, taking down 100 Thieves, winning that first series. It's been a long time for Golden Guardians to win that series in the playoffs. It started off pretty rough, but man, they stuck with it. That Baron play worked out wonders, and now they get to take a bow in front of their fans.
Licorice, the biggest smile of them all. In the last 2 pivotal games of this series, given a carry champion, not a tank champion, and he shows up big to take out the backline of 100 Thieves, the core and the heart that has been driving the back half of what was a great turnaround for 100 Thieves regular split. But now their playoffs run comes to an end as Golden Guardians, the full coaching staff, and Nero, the GM as well, the entire administration from Golden Guardians comes out as they are vindicated for their faith and trust in this team.
Remember the start of the split, those FU, FU content? We had those hats ready. But the fact that they were able to go into the playoffs, losing quite a few games in the back half of the split, they have a lot of grit on them to stick through it and come out on the other side of it. That was an amazing series to see from Golden Guardians. And you look at the side of 100 Thieves. They talk about the rocket, don't stop. It blew up.
Well, Golden Guardians were a giant meteor that plummeted them out of the sky.
And so you look at the side of 100 Thieves, just give them a little bit of time. You know, they brought on new players, Tenacity, Busio. It was a rough patch of the split, and then they had that run. A lot of the fans were there for 100 Thieves. They got a lot of new fans too for the players. So I do want to give a big shout out for them to get to this point, but obviously their playoffs running short, and now you get to see Golden Guardians fly.
Say F you. We didn't believe in you at first, but today we both predicted Golden Guardians to win.
Oh, really?
That's why we're still here. We kicked everyone else off.
Wow.
But
I-
if you would like-
Yeah. Oh,
have
yeah.
the hat.
Do you want?
We've been trying to give you guys these actually for a couple weeks. As you heard Emily say, we tried to give them to you guys in your final week, and then you went 0-3, and it was like, no, it's good.
yeah, were we ever gonna have a moment?
How are you guys feeling after that series? It was crazy 5 games.
Yeah, I think in the beginning, everyone was kind of nervous especially because we didn't have the great ending of the split. But after game 1, I think everyone kind of picked it up. So we performed after that.
That's really cool. How is it going up against Doublelift and Bjergsen again? You guys have funnily enough some interesting.
Know who we're going to be playing against, but I mean, we're going to be able to do well versus both of them, I think.
Yeah, I also just heard that Licorice has made a tweet that I need to reference with you. It's a story of some kind. We need to get this on the screen real quick so we can see what it is. It is not ready, apparently. And I don't have my phone. I can't check Twitter.
All right, well, there it is.
It's coming.
Oh,
Okay. I saw it for
getting
like half a
trolled by-
second.
Yeah, you know the whole story, right? Like,
Yeah,
you just
I know that one.
absorb the situation. You
Yeah.
realize that Thresh had no lantern,
Yeah.
Doublelift had no flash, and it's over. So
Yeah.
while we wait for them to pull up that tweet, I did, and maybe this is a little bit of a reach because one is in the finals and one is like this game, but we watched a feature of you after game 1 where you talked a lot about the